All right, guys. So today's video, I'm going to talk about something that we should all know because it's super important. And this is a financial video. Now, I'm not like a finance wizard or anything like that. I have been focusing on my finances, and I've done a lot of things that have helped me kind of be able to live some experiences that many have dreamed of. Obviously I traveled for a bit. I went to Barcelona. I saw Messi play before he left Barcelona twice. And these trips are not like, they're not the cheapest. So I had ways to kind of get through that. So now I kind of understood. And I also paid off student loans and really fast actually. And my credit score went up just by paying off my student loans and just doing all these things. So I wanted to give you guys about 5 tips. I have it on my computer here. I posted it on the inner circle, so I'm going to read it off to you guys and I'm going to explain each and every one of them. So the first one is stay away from bad debt. So hope you guys can, if you guys hear this, my bad if you guys can hear that, but bad debt is like literally one of the worst like things that can happen in your life. Like I remember I had a credit card when I was like 18, right? And they that's how they kind of trap you. They give you a credit card like, hey, oh, so initially you think that's free money. Obviously I had the money obviously before, like it wasn't like money, I didn't like use money I didn't have, but at the same time too, when you use that credit card, you have this mindset, oh, okay, I have the extra money. So a lot of times that's how many people think, oh, I'll buy this piece of clothing, oh, it's fine, I'll put on my credit card and I'll pay it off later. So you're kind of borrowing money. Now that's very dangerous. You can fall into a hole. Bad debt is not where you want to get to. When you're in debt, I remember when I had student loans, I remember I felt like I was, and this is why I paid it off so fast, I felt like I was enslaved. I felt like I had no control over my life. As soon as I got debt free, it was something, so much freedom within it. Like I felt like I didn't owe anybody. I can live my life and I can go anywhere in the world and I won't get like, I won't have that feeling of, oh, I owe something. If I went that's actually one thing I did. Before I went traveling, I actually decided to pay off my student loans before, and then I decided to do it. That's actually one thing that actually enabled me to live some of these experiences that are so amazing, right? So that's one thing that I did. Stay away from bad debt. I would probably not even get to any debt unless you understand finances in general. So make sure you get yourself to learn finances and then kind of go from there. The second one is managing your money properly. Now, this is something that many of us, I always hear like paycheck to paycheck, and oftentimes that is a reality. However, a lot of times it is also because what we spend our money on. So what I find is many of us will, I'm including that. Like, I like to eat out sometimes. I like to, buy some clothes. I like to buy things as well. Like I'm not like a hermit or anything like that. Like I stay home, but that's a different story for another day. But yeah, managing your money properly, like you want to make sure that you have some sort of budget for yourself. Whether it can. I use the Mint app. The Mint app is great. I have a friend who also writes it down, so I've been trying to implement that as well, just to kind of really nail it down. But know what comes in and what comes out, and make sure that you're not spending more than than how much you earn, right? Even if you earn, like you get a raise, don't like up your lifestyle just to kind of combat, oh, I made more money, oh, let me live in a nice penthouse. No, stay in that lifestyle, like stay for that for a bit, and then once you feel like, okay, I'm at a point where I can upgrade, then you can upgrade if you really, really want to upgrade. But don't just upgrade away, because you never know what happens in life. Things can happen. So that is another thing I would say. Manage your money properly, budget efficiently. Every month, if you use the Mint app, it's very easy to use. It's gonna take like 2 weeks, but it's free, and yeah, it's super easy to use. Otherwise, you can just write it down as well. So that's one, right? So the next one is raise your income, either through a skill or different jobs. So I've been raising up my skill like the last couple of years, especially in the digital marketing space and the online space. And it's been going pretty well. I'm currently like working with some amazing individuals. So that is really, really cool. So you want to make sure that you're raising your income in whatever way, right? It can be like, make sure that you're maybe it's a job, right? Maybe you want extra work. Maybe you can sell stuff. What I've been doing lately is I've been selling some stuff on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. And yeah, that's kind of a way you can raise your income. You want to make sure that you're raising your income in general, right? Like you want to make sure that you're making more money. That will give you more to invest in. That will help you build up your emergency fund if you want to build one. And yeah, that's another one I would say, raise your income. If you don't have a skill, like I have personal training, but I also have digital marketing, which I've been doing for almost, I think, 5 years now. So that is a skill that I have. You can find any skill. If there's something that you enjoy, right, you can do that skill and kind of go from there, right? And then kind of build. So that's one thing you can do. So raise your income, right? So the next one is to make sure your expenses don't exceed your income. So this is something that, you know, it's similar to managing your money properly. What often happens is sometimes we may think that, oh, like I make maybe, I don't know, like $3 grand a month. Okay, so I want to get a place now. Okay, let me get a place for $2 grand a month, right? And then we obviously there's things that we have to pay for and stuff like that, but or maybe we have extra money, like we have an emergency fund. So I have an emergency fund. I can live a different lifestyle, right? You will kind of want to stay away from that. Make sure that your income is higher than your expenses, because that will enable you to invest, or it will enable you to build whatever wealth that you're looking to build. And you're disciplined, and you don't have that worry of, okay, well, I should spend this much money, right? Or I should save. Like you already know what to do, right? So that's one thing I would suggest. And the next one, and this is the last two, is like put your money to work, invest. It can be crypto, stocks, real estate, in yourself. That's a big one. Investing in yourself, like whether it be Audible. I have Audible memberships as well, so that's a huge one for me. And then the next one is focus long term and build your empire for the future. So focus long term. This is a thing. Like for me, I'm focused on building my wealth right now, right? Like it's gonna take some time for me, but every month, every week, I'm always putting some sort of money into like investing. Every month I have a budget. I always have a budget. I have a budget for myself, right? Like my personal development. I have a budget for my investment, which is money, right? I also have investments for charities or whatever it may be. So I donate to my mosque, like some local mosques. And if I see there's a charity that I want to donate to, I'll donate to it. So that's one thing that I do as well. So that's a huge one. Focus long-term and build your empire for the future, right? Many of us that are watching, maybe we're in our 20s or 30s, even if you're in your 40s, even if you're in your 50s, honestly, like there's no time, it's never too late to build. So focus on building now. And, you know, for me, I'm 25 going to 26. I hope that, you know, when I'm 30, that, you know, I'm at a point where I've built like a certain amount of wealth that I can kind of just do what I want to do and live the lifestyle that I know that I was meant to live, and help others at the same time too. I have a lot of projects I want to work on, but I have to build on that. So that is a thing for me. So anyways, guys, this is a little bit of a longer video. This is probably one of the longer videos. I know I make short videos, but I wanted to make this video. I think it's very important. So I actually might put this on Patreon. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so thank you for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Don't forget to stay authentic. Peace.